Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the topic tenses. Generally, మామూలుగా మనందరం టెన్సెస్ అంటే ఏమనుకుంటామంటే జస్ట్ నిన్న, నేడు, రేపు. నిన్న నిన్న అనేదాన్ని పాస్ట్ టెన్స్ గాను, అదే విధంగా ప్రజెంట్ నేడు అనేదాన్ని ప్రజెంట్ టెన్స్ గాను, అదే విధంగా రేపు అనేదాన్ని ఫ్యూచర్ గా కన్సిడర్ చేస్తాం. కానీ అది ఎంతవరకు కరెక్ట్ అనేది మనం ఈ టెన్సెస్ అనే టాపిక్ లో నేర్చుకుందాం. మనం జస్ట్ ఈ టెన్సెస్ అనే టాపిక్ నేర్చుకోవడం వల్లనే మన కాంపిటేటివ్లో 6 మార్క్స్ వరకు వచ్చే ఛాన్స్ ఉంటుంది. మరి ఏంటి టెన్సెస్ వల్ల ఉపయోగాలు ఏంటి, టెన్సెస్లో ఉన్న ఏ విధంగా కాంపిటేటివ్గా వస్తాయి అనేది ఈ టెన్సెస్ అనే ప్లే ఈ సిరీస్లో చూద్దాం. మరి వివరాల్లోకి వెళ్ళినట్లయితే now let's move on the topic tenses. Now what is tense? Tense, it denotes the time of action. No, tense it denotes the time of action, not now, the tenses can be divided into three main types. One is present tense, and another one is past tense, another one is future tense. But each three tenses, these three can be subdivided into each one into four parts. Now, let's see the each one. Now, the tenses can be divided. The present tense is one is the simple present tense. Next one is present continuous and present perfect continuous. Here we can simply now, remember these four. One is suppose a person have four child, four children. One children can do work in simple manner, and another children can do in work in continuous manner, and another children can do work in perfectly, and another children can do work in perfect continuously. So in this way, ఇప్పుడు మనం చూసుకున్నట్లయితే ఒక ఒక అమ్మాయి ఏమో పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా సింపుల్ గా పనిచేస్తుంది. అదే ఇంకొక అమ్మాయి ఏమో కంటిన్యూగా పనిచేస్తుంది. అదే మూడో అమ్మాయి అయితే పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా పనిచేస్తుంది. అదే నాలుగో అమ్మాయి అయితే పర్ఫెక్ట్ కంటిన్యూస్ గా పనిచేస్తుంది. ఈ విధంగా అయితే మనం ఈ నాలుగిటిని సింపుల్ గా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవచ్చు. మాక్సిమం ఈ అందరికీ తెలిసే ఉంటాయి. అదే విధంగా పాస్ట్ టెన్స్ లో కూడా సింపుల్ పాస్ట్, పాస్ట్ కంటిన్యూస్ అండ్ పాస్ట్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ అండ్ పాస్ట్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ కంటిన్యూస్. అదేవిధంగా ఫ్యూచర్ టెన్స్ లో సింపుల్ ఫ్యూచర్, ఫ్యూచర్ కంటిన్యూస్, ఫ్యూచర్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ అండ్ ఫ్యూచర్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ కంటిన్యూస్. Before moving on these present tense, past tense and future tense, we will discuss about the what are verbs, what are the persons, and then we will move to the present tense, past tense and future tense one by one. Now let's see, we'll discuss about the pronoun. Pronoun means we can use this pronoun by using instead of using the noun. So here pro means instead, noun means name. So we call it as pronoun. Pronoun is used instead of noun. Here I, we, you, they, he, she, it are the pronouns we can use. Now let's discuss about what is verb. Verb is an action. There are two types of verb. One is helping verb and another one is main verb. He is playing chess. Here in this example, we see that the play is a main verb and is the helping verb. The helping verb, the main role of the helping verb is to help for the formation of a sentence. Here we see that main verb tells what the subject is doing, and the helping verb helps to form the tense. Here we see that the tenses list of tenses helping verbs. Here is, am, are, was, and were are the primary helping verbs, and have, has, had been, will, shall, would, should, can, could, may, might, must, ought to, do, does, did. These are all these helping verbs we can use to the main use of the helping verb is by using these helping verbs we can know whether the sentence is in present tense, past tense, or future tense. You can simply know this. For example, here we see that I am a teacher. Here, this is a simple sentence. I am a teacher. So here we see that Yam plays a here Yam is playing as a not a help verb, it has a main verb. So these Yam are was and were are also known as a primary helping verbs. Why? Because here we see that am acts as a main verb. Now let's see. There are four forms of the verb. Here we know the verb have four forms. One is present tense form, another one is past tense form, another one is past participle, and fourth one is present participle form. Here, present tense form means V1, and past tense form means V2, and past participle form means V3, and present participle form means V4. Suppose, for example, play V1 of play is play, V2 is play, V2 of play is played, and V3 of play is played, and V4 of played is playing. Here, present participle form is nothing but V1 plus ing form. Here, some of the web forms we have seen. Let's see. Here we see the web forms V1, V2, V3, V4. Here, the V1 play, and V2 is played, and V3 is played, and V4 is playing. And buy, we can have bought, buy. Go, went, gone. Drink, drunk, drinking. Eat, ate, eaten, eating. Cut, cutting. Putting. Hut, hutting. Come, came, come. Here we observe this cut are three forms of cut is cut only, and put also put only, hut also hut only. Now we have a doubt whether how to know whether it is V1 or V2 or V3. We know only when the given is V1 or V2 or V3 based on the helping verb. We have to know whether the put is in V2 or V1 or V3. This is about the web forms. The way when you know the tense, you have to know the web forms. You have to know the web forms. You can search on the Google, see the different types of web forms. When you are perfect in the web forms, you can get good knowledge in tenses. When you are in perfect in tenses, you can get easily 6 marks in your hand when you write in any competitive exam like that DSC, Gurukul, whatever it may be, you can get 6 marks easily. And you know the web forms, and you know the tenses, you can get 6 marks. Simply, you can get 6 marks. Many of them are neglect is why because it's very large. When you see my videos, you can learn, you can listen normal. When you want to refer, you can be on 2x speed, you can go. So you can not waste the time. You can simply learn these things. Now let's move to the tenses. What is sense? What is If you know the simple present tense, we can know 40% of the tenses. Why the simple present plays a key role and it have several rules. So the simple present tense contains no helping verb. It only contains the main verb. The structure of the simple present tense is subject plus V1 plus object. So the what is the subject V1 and object? We know the sentence formation. One is the whether the first starting of the sentence it must be a subject and verb and object. End of the sentence is object. Starting of the sentence is subject and middle for the time of is verb V1. So how do we know whether the given sentence is a simple present tense or not? How to use? Uses is regular actions, universal truths, and proverbs. Suppose you have to know the sun rises in the east. It's universal truth. So it must be a simple present tense. And proverbs, the Telugu proverbs are somewhere, it must be in simple present. And regular actions. What is, I am drinking water. I can walk. I am walk. I go to school. These are all the regular actions. Now, let's see the hints of these simple present tense. What are the hints of the simple present tense? Is daily, always, regularly, generally, normally, frequently, often, every day, every week, every month, every year, sometimes, hardly, rarely, scarcely, seldom. These are all the hints of these simple present tense. Now let's see the hints. Hints must be used. We can by using these hints, we can easily detect the tense. When you can see the tense contain daily, always, regularly. Daily, always, regularly. Generally, normally, frequently. Daily, always, regularly. Generally, normally, frequently. Often, every day, every week, every month, every year. Sometimes, hardly, rarely, scarcely, seldom. Here, the seldom is must asked in competitive exam bits. Why? Because the seldom, some of them you can't know. It's very rare. When you see the daily, always, regularly, generally, normally, frequently, it's always the frequent words we can listen in every day-to-day life. And often, every week, every day, every month, every year, it's also listen sometimes. But it seldom, scarcely, these two words are rarely used words. So many of these commentators they give bits on these two words, whether it is scarcely, seldom, hardly, and rare. This is about the simple present tense. Simple present tense says it's a action, present action. An action can do every day. I go to school every day. I go I go to temple every week. I go I go to park every month. These are all the sentences are comes under the simple present tense. Why I am saying again, and the hints and usage and structure of the simple present tense, it plays a key role. The simple present tense plays a key role in the tenses. When you know this, understand the simple present tense, you can easily understand the remaining all the tenses. All the hints are same in remaining all the tenses. Now let's see the some of the examples. Here we see that I dash juice every day. Here we can in this question we have to know whether the given sentence is in whether it is in present tense, past tense, or future tense. Now we see that in a question we have to see this every day. So every day we see that every day in this sentence. When we see that hints every day, whether in a question contains every day, every week, every month, every week, every year, it must be a simple present tense. Whether it is a simple present tense, we using only V1. Here we see am. The simple present tense cannot contain these helping verbs. So the option A is wrong. And when see the B drank, it's a V2. So it's also not true. Now we see option D have. The simple sentence cannot contain any help verbs. So our option is drink. Option C. So I drink juice every day. Now let's see the second one. We dash our friends regularly. Here we see the hint is regularly. By using this hint, we can say whether the given sentence is in simple present. When we denote the tense, whether the sentence is in simple present tense, we can quickly remember the simple present tense structure. What is the simple present tense structure? Subject plus V1 plus object. We can simply know the, we can simply remember the structure of this simple present tense. Now we can answer. So we have the subject we and our friends we have a hint is regularly. Now let's see the options. Here met is the V2. So V2 is not in present tense or here simple present tense cannot contain any helping verbs. Now let's see D none. It's also no. Here we see the option C met. So our correct option is the correct option is met. This is a second one answer. No, she. Now let's see the third one. She dash to temple every morning. Now let's see is. So simple present tense cannot contain any helping verbs. Went is V2. So it cannot contain the present tense. Here go. Here go is V1. Here D goes is also a V1. No, here we have a doubt whether we answer in option C or an option D. Now we know the in simple present tense whether the given object is he, she, it, or any other singular noun. We can add verb to s or es. So we can the our answer is here we see that the given subject is here the subject is she. So the verb contain s or es. So can go. The correct answer is goes. She goes to temple every morning. No, see whether the object in simple sentence, why the simple sentence is most difficult. Here we see that everyone says, yes, she go, we won, yeah, she go to temple every morning. Yeah, I am correct, but no are wrong. Why? Because in simple sentence, whether the given object subject is she, it, or any other noun, the answer, the verb can add either yes or yes. So Here we see our correct answer is she goes to temple every morning. This is a correct answer. This is our. Now let's see some more example. The sun rises. The sun dash the. Now let's see the sun dash in the east. No, ing. Ing means before. So it's not. This is not the option. Is the present simple present cannot contain any helping verb. Now let's see the same condition will apply whether the option C or D. The sun, ఒకటే universal truth. Or the sun is a singular. Only one sun, one moon, one star, one earth, one planet, one Mars, one Jupiter, one Pluto, or these are all only one. So singular, singular nouns. He, she, it, any other singular noun. We can add the verb. Can you add yes or yes? So our option C is also wrong. So the correct answer is option D. The sun rises in the east. This is now let's see the fifth problem. My students dash exams every day. Here the clue is every day. In a above there is no clue. The sunrise dash in the east. How? How to know whether it is a simple present or simple past or any other tense? The sun is rises in the east. It is a universal truth. When we see it's the universal truths are also universal truth proverbs are all in a simple present. So we see we consider the above the fourth sentence is in simple present tense. Now let's come to the fifth one. My students dash exams every day. Here the hint is every day. Whether it is in every day, it must be a simple present. No, the simple present tense structure is subject plus V1 plus object. Now let's see. Here the students are plural. So our simple present tense cannot contain any helping verbs. Here D none, it's not also correct. Now we have the two options, right and right. Now let's see. Many of them chooses the correct answer is rights, but it's not correct. Our answer is right. Why? Here the student, here my student. So we can answer the rights. My student writes exam every day. But here, if there is no yes, if there is no yes here, our answer is writes. My student writes exam every day. But here there is a yes. So students is plural, not singular. So we can choose the answer is my student writes exam every day. So this is the right answer. My student writes exam every day. Now let's see. Water dash at 100 degrees. No, let's see. Boiled. Boiled is not. It is not V1. No, it is also not wrong. So now let's see. Boil, boils. Which one? Which one? Which one? There is a confusion. There is a confusion. How to know? Here water. Water is a singular. Water considered as singular. So our correct answer is whether it is singular, we can add S or S to the verb. So our correct answer is water boils at 100 degrees centigrade. Oh, this is about the simple present tense. If a subject can't whether the subject is he, she, it, or any other singular noun, we can add verb to either yes or yes. Now let's see which one we can add to the yes or yes. Um, yeah. No, let's see. 1 minute. Okay. Now let's see which object we can add yes, which object we cannot add yes or yes. Now we see whether the verb ends with s, ss, ch, shox. We can add es or some other. So these are the mainly used. Suppose class, we can use classes. Suppose we can end with o. Now let's consider I, we, you, they. These are all subjects. It are all used only speak. Why? Because I speak. I only consider as speak. I is a first person singular. So it must be a you speak. We plural. You plural. You always consider the plural. They. It always consider. So when it is in I, we, you, they, we can use only the verb. Whether it is in he, she, it, or any other name, or so we can use the speaks, or we can use here the students is a plural, so we can use speak. So I speak English, we speak English, you speak English, they speak English, he speaks English, she speaks English, it speaks English, Niharika speaks English, students speak English. This is about how to we use where we can use yes or yes to the verb, where we can't add yes or yes to the verb. This is about the topic tenses. Now let's suppose we have the example. What do we say? We learn English. He learns English. Here we is plural, so the verb cannot add S or S. Here he is a singular or he, she, it or any other singular is in a object subject. We can add the verb to it yes or yes. So he learns English every day. We learn English every day. So both are in simple present, both are correct. Now, uh, from now we have to see only the positive form of the simple present tense. Now we see that the negative form of this simple present tense. How to write the negative words in the simple present tense. Now we see how to form a how to form whether it in questions or question tags in a simple present tense. Now let's see the simple present tense to form a negative statement. Questions or question tags we use do or does. Why? Because we don't have any helping verb. So we can how to form these questions, how to form the negative statements, how to form the question tags by for the simple present tense. Now let's see. I, we, you, they, plurals, we can use do. He, she, it, or any other singulars, we can use does. So whether we can form the negative statements in a simple present, we will either do or does it. So that we can form either questions or question tags. Now let's see some of the examples of these negative statements. Here the first one is simple sentence. We know how where we can use do, where we can use does. They teach grammar. Here they means it is a here they. So we can use do. So they do not teach grammar. It is a negative sentence. Now we can write something. Yeah, we can write something. No, we can't edit. Okay, I stop. Now here we see we want to write something. They teach grammar. Now you can write this negative form. They don't teach grammar. This is the negative form of this sentence. Now we can form this question. We can write as do they teach grammar? It's a question form. We can form this by using simple present tenses. Now let's see the another example. He make pause. He doesn't make pots. Now I have a doubt. What is that? Here teach. We can write teach. Here makes, but we can write make only. How? Why? 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 Because whether is in a question whether yes or yes, we can write does and we can write only when we cannot add yes or yes to the verb. Whether you can use does. Now let's see the question. Does he make does he make pots? This is the question from. Well, remember whether you can have you in your question we have yes or yes. We can your subject must be a he, she, it, or any other singular. So whether you have a question in the verb contain either yes or yes, you can use does. And you cannot write the verb contain yes or yes. You can write only the V1. You cannot any yes or yes to the verb. This is the main important thing. Many of them mistaken these. Does he not here we can use make, not makes, not makes. Why? Because we can use does. This is about this how to see the negative sentences. Ah, yeah, we can use where we can, yeah, no, can start this connection. Okay. Now, now let's see the which one we use does which we can use do which we can use does. Here we see simply we say whether you can here before we say that whether yes whether the verb contain yes we can use does, whether the verb does not contain yes or yes we can use do. In the same way we you they we can use do. He, she, it, or any other name, we can use does. Whether it is a plural, we can use do. Only the singulars we can use does. Whether it is plural, we can use do. So I don't speak English. We don't speak English. You don't speak English. They don't speak English. He doesn't speak English. She doesn't speak English. It doesn't speak English. Niharika doesn't speak English. Student don't speak English. This is about the simple present tense negative form. Now let's see. We dash the Independence Day every year. When we observe the year, the hint word is every year. When it is every year, it must be in simple present tense. So, whether the given form is simple present tense, we have remembered the structure of the simple present tense. Subject plus V1 plus object. Now let's see the here celebrated. It's V2, V2. So this is not the correct answer. It is now let's see the simple sentence cannot contain any helping verb. So option B is not correct. No, we have two options, celebrates or celebrate. Here which one we can choose? We contain I, he, she, it or any other singular. We have used only yes or yes. But here we can't use any yes or yes. So option C is also wrong. Now let's see the correct answer is option D, celebrate. We celebrate the Independence Day every year. Now let's see. Women dash in politics. Here women. Here women it will be a plural, not singular, not singular. Now let's say observe. Woman is not a singular. So whether it is a singular, we have answer women likes politics. But here the answer is men don't like politics. Men doesn't like partner. So our here it is a plural. So we can correct answer is option C. Don't like. Why? Because suppose here it is a. Now let's here there is a woman. It's a singular. Woman likes politics or woman doesn't like politics. Here both options A and B are correct. Whether the here is in A, but here it is in not singular, it is in plural. So we can use women doesn't like, don't like politics. This is about the second one. Now let's see the third one. What dash bots eat? Here the sentence bots. Bots means plural. So whether the given sentence is a plural, so we can use to. So the correct answer is do. What do birds eat? Here, what do birds eat? Here the sentence, here there is no clue word. Here only you can see the clue word is V1 only. So this is about the tenses of the people present tense. Okay. Now this is about the simple present tense. Now tomorrow, now in this next video, we will uploading the. I am uploading the next video. about the present continuous. In next video, we have discussed about both present continuous and present perfect tense. Why? Why we only discuss simple present tense in one video? Why? Because it's mostly important. When we understand the simple present tense, we can easily understand the remaining all the tenses. Remaining all the three tenses of the present tense. It is a continuous, perfect, and present continuous. This is about the simple present tense. Now let's review the quick review of these tenses. What we have to do in this class. Now let's discuss what is the tense. What is the tense? Tense means not say that yesterday, today, tomorrow. It's only the tense can determine the time of action. Whether any work can do at what time. It denotes the tense. There are three different types of tenses. One is present, one is past, and another one is future. Now let's say each tense can be subdivided into four subtenses. Whether first one is simple, other one is continuous, and third one is perfect, fourth one is perfect continuous. And later we see that the pronoun means we can use instead of noun, we can name it as a pronoun. Pro means instead, noun means name. Instead of name, we can use pronoun. Instead of name, you can use the word which is known as pronoun. So the pronoun is used instead of noun. Here these are the pronouns I, we, you, they, he, she, it. Now let's say later we see that the verb, what is verb? Verb is an action. What the subject says, what the subject can do. This is say that the verb. There are two types of verbs. One is main verb and another one is helping verb. This is about what the main verb tells the subject is doing. Helping verb helps to form the tense. So based on this helping verb, we only easily denote the whether it is in which tense. And also the main verb tells the subject is doing. Helping verb helps to form the tense. What is tense? Tense is a time of action. Now let's see the helping verbs. The list of helping verbs. We know that is, am, are, was, have, has, had, have been, has been, had been. Will, shall, would, should, can, could, may, might, must, ought to, does, do, does, did. Here, is, am, are, was, and were are also known as the primary helping verbs. Why we call these as primary helping verbs? Because here, sometimes is, am, are, and was, were are also acts like a main verb. For example, I am a teacher. Here, am can act as a main verb, not a helping verb. Now, each the verb can have four forms. There one is a past, present, tense form. Another one is past tense form. Is past participle form, and fourth one is present participle form. Here we simply known as V1, V2, V3, and V4. We here play of the V1 of the play is play, V2 of a play is played, V2, V3 of a play played, and V4 is play is playing. Here V4 is nothing but V1 plus ing. The ing form of V1 is V4. Now let's see. Later we see that the different web forms. No, these are not the web forms. We can see many more web forms available in Google. We can see the different type of web forms. No, later we see that the tenses. First one is simple present tense. In simple present tense, we don't have any helping verb. We have only the main verb V1, and the structure of the simple verb is subject plus V1 plus object, and usage is regular actions, universal truths, and proverbs. The hints of a simple present tense is daily, always, regularly, generally, normally, frequently, often, day, every week, every month, every year, sometimes, hardly, rarely, scarcely, seldom. Scarcely and seldom are very important. These four hardly, rarely, scarcely, seldom are used in simple present tense. It must be known. Why? Because many of the times we can get the questions in competitive based on these four, mainly, scarcely, seldom. Questions are more oftenly used and come to the exams. Later we see the different examples. I drink juice every day. We meet our friends regularly. She goes to temple every day. The sun rises in the east. My students write exams every day. Water boils at 100 degrees centigrade. Here later we see where we can add yes to the verb, where we can't add yes or yes to the verb. Later we see that the negative forms negative form statements are filled in questions and question tags. We using the do and does. By helping of do and does, we can form questions and question tags in the simple present tense. Later we see you can write the negatives and questions of the simple present tense sentences. Now where we can use do and where we can use does. This is about the now let's finally we see that the some of the examples. We celebrate the Independence Day every year. Women don't like politics. What do what's eat? This is about the simple present tense. This is about the today's class. Thanks for coming and joining. Please share my this video who are preparing the competitive exams like TET, DSC. Now in 2024, the many of the competitive exams will come. Now we can see waiting for the notification, then only we can prepare. It's not possible. Why? Because English has a vast number of syllabus. Where we can get syllabus, we don't know. We don't where we can get. So when we prepare before the notification, we can crack the exams easily. Thanks for coming and joining. Please subscribe our channel Neha Academy and one and all. Thanks for coming and joining. No. We will see the next video in coming days.